Welcome to a very late Tuesday. So, my video is late because I went to see The Dark Knight and forgot that it was Tuesday. So, next week might be interesting. But it's Tuesday, and our theme this week is to, I think, talk about, like, a book that we love and, like, read a passage from it or something. So that's what the glasses are here for. Okay, so I'm going to talk about A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle. I have loved this book since I was, I must have been like 10 or something when I read A Wrinkle in Time, and it's been formative in my life. Like, this book has been such an influence in the way that I think and write. It's been so much of an influence that I wrote my 17-page final paper for my junior seminar last semester in English on the mother figure, well, the witch figure as a mother figure in children's literature, specifically in A Wrinkle in Time, and also Terry Pratchett's Louis Freeman. So that is pretty good evidence of loving a book, I think, writing a paper on it. I took my glasses off. I don't like them. So, okay, I'm going to read something, I guess. I don't have the book with me because I'm not at home, but I know that I have a quote from A Wrinkle in Time in this paper, and I have the paper on Google Docs. So, okay, so pretty much my favorite character in A Wrinkle in Time is Mrs. Whatsit, and luckily I wrote about her in my paper, and she's pretty much what I sort of want to model myself after. For those of you who haven't read the book, here's a little summary of the book. Meg Murray is this girl who doesn't really fit in very well. She has glasses and sort of thin, and she's got this gorgeous mother, so she feels like she should measure up to her mom. But she's super smart at, like, math and stuff, and she has a really smart little brother named Charles Wallace, who everybody thinks is actually stupid because he doesn't speak, but he just doesn't have anything to say to anyone. And then two twin brothers, Dennis and can't remember his name now. Wow. Anyway, two twin brothers, and a dog named Fortinbras, which I love. She also has a dog later named Ananda, which is Sanskrit for, like, overwhelming, unconditional joy, which I love. Anyway, so in A Wrinkle in Time, she is, like, her dad has been working for the government forever, and then he disappeared one day, and everybody's trying to tell her that he's dead, but she knows that he's not dead, so she wants to find him. And then suddenly she's visited by this woman named Mrs. Whatsit one really dark, stormy, blustery night, and she can't sleep. And Mrs. Whatsit literally blows into her kitchen. One of the descriptive paragraphs that we get of her, of Mrs. Whatsit, is, wow, I feel like I'm in English class right now. This is really great. So I'm going to cite page numbers and everything for you. It's page 22. Several scarves of assorted colors were tied about the head, and a man's felt hat perched atop. A shocking peaked stole was knotted above a rough overcoat, and black rubber boots covered the feet. So that's Mrs. Whatsit. Then I go on to talk about how she doesn't present herself as a traditional female. She stands next to Meg's mom, and she doesn't look right, whatever. So basically, Mrs. Whatsit, Mrs. Who, and Mrs. Witch are like these beings that have come to help Meg and Charles Wallace find their father on another planet, which turns out to be Camazotz, where Meg's father has been sort of kidnapped by this thing called It. And It is working for the Black Thing, which is this humongous evil shadow that sort of covers parts of the galaxy, the universe. And so Meg and Charles Wallace are sent to, like, help free Camazotz and Earth from It and from the Black Thing. And so they have to free her father, and there are really awesome parts, and Charles Wallace is just really awesome. I know I have other quotes here. Okay, here's a really good passage about Mrs. Whatsit. Okay, so Mrs. Whatsit, she looks like this, like, plump little old lady, but she actually used to be a star, and you find out in the story that when a star explodes, it gives off a lot of positive energy, and that like helps get rid of like part of the black thing, the shadow. And so Mrs. Whatsit sacrificed her life as a star to help vanquish this thing. And so now she's a different type of being, and she's the youngest of the group, and she's my favorite, but she also has a different form. And, well, she can, her true form, okay, so this is when she's going into her true form and showing the kids. It's page 63. Her plump little body began to shimmer, to quiver, to shift. The wild colors of her clothes became muted, whitened. The pudding bag shape stretched, lengthened, merged. And suddenly before the children was a creature more beautiful than any Meg had even imagined, and the beauty lay in far more than the outward description. Outwardly, Mrs. Whatsit was surely no longer a Mrs. Whatsit. She was a marble white body with powerful flanks, something like a horse, but at the same time completely unlike a horse. For from the magnificently molded back sprang a nobly formed torso, arms, and a head resembling a man's, but a man with a perfection of dignity and virtue, an exaltation of joy such as Meg had never before seen. From the shoulders slowly a pair of wings unfolded, wings made of rainbows, of light upon water, of poetry. Calvin fell to his knees. "No," Mrs. Whatsit said, though her voice was not Mrs. Watsit's voice. "Not to me, Calvin. Never to me. Stand up." So, like, I mean, other than the beautiful writing as demonstrated here, it's just a fantastic book because it makes you think in different ways. Like, just read the book. I'm gonna go on and fangirl about it, and I feel like this is pointless because if you haven't read it, you're not gonna know anything I'm talking about. But it's really, really, it's a quick read. It's like this thick. You can find it at like any used bookstore or online. You can find a PDF probably. Read the book and then come and talk to me about it because I have a lot of feelings and it was really formative in my life. So I'm gonna stop rambling now and edit this and get it up so Sarah won't hate me. Thanks for listening to me ramble for a little while, and Sarah, you should know better than to give a literary theme for the collab because I have a lot of literary feelings. I was going to choose The Bell Jar, but I picked A Wrinkle in Time because I felt like that would be less depressing. So, yeah, bye!